Okay, welcome back to I don't know because I'm not a pro at Godot, so welcome to how newbie use Godot. Okay, I use the 4.2.2 version, so I guess it's the latest maybe, but since there's a lot of upgrades from the previous version, so I think I should make a newbie tutorial for us. Okay, so open your Godot engine. For me, from this, I click on the icon application, and then we can approach the local projects, click on the new, and since there is no folder, I guess I'm gonna select this my project path, and we need to create a new folder, so a new Godot. Let's just go with that name, create folder. And then yes, it's approved here. It appears, and I choose this compatibility. So because I don't know what game I want to publish my game into, is it desktop or mobile or web, so I just this and create and edit. Just wait for a while, and then I want to make the 2D, so might as well just switch it to this 2D. So this is just the window, the tab here, 2D 3D script. So if you want to write the script, then you click on the script, and this is for the tab for the asset library if you want to like import from the demos or project or templates. Okay, so there's a lot of things we can explore, so just stick for this movement. I want to just explore the movement and animation for now, so just okay, first of all just click on the scene and other node, right? So I'm gonna look for the characters here, character body, create, and for the character's body I'm gonna rename it to player, and then right click on this player and add child node. Because it's just an empty player, we need something visual, right? So go with the I don't yeah, Sprite 2D. See on the right side there's a texture here, this one. So just export the image you want to use to your Godot folder, and then drag to the texture. You see that why there's so many sprites here. Maybe if you are new to the game making, for one movement you have a lot of frames. For in my case here, one movement I have 8 frames. So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this 8 frames I have is for the idle down, facing down. So idle down, I name it like that. Okay, so in total I have like 64 sprites here. You can easily just see the animation here, and there is each frame and 3 frames. So 3 frames basically just count your up until down sprites. So since we only have one, right, up and down here, so just click it on one. And for the horizontal frames or H frames here we have 64, so just click 64, and this is our our 0 frames here. Okay, because in game making we don't usually count from 1, it's from 0, so the 0 is 1 here. And if you notice that picture is kind of blur, so explore on the texture and filter to the nearest, and this is the better quality. Okay, to move this we need something that called like animation. So again, right click on the player, add child node and animation player. Okay, animation player here. Okay, let's just move, because move this cat first. Click on the group click here, and we can just easily just move. Oh yeah, before we go to the animation player, we need something that that make our player collide with other, like the ability for our player to collide, like interact, or yeah, something like that. So we again right click and add child node. We search the collision shape 2D here, and then if it's very small, I bet save, it's too small, we can just make it bigger, 5 maybe. Yeah, I guess it's proper, right? Yeah, a little bit better. So about the collision shape, we just use the rectangle shape, and there is like this dot here. It's like just fill it to our characters here. Okay, why it's not really good though? Okay, move to the animation layer. See this, so I'm gonna share to you about how to animate. So just click the animation player, and then the bottom tab here, there is an animation tools button, just click on it and new. So we name it based on the name, of course, based on the animation. So like previously I already mentioned before, let's start with idle down. Okay, idle down. The next is we go to the add track here, property track, and sprite 2D, because we only need to animate the visual, right, the sprite. So we go to the sprite 2D and with the frame, because we only need to change per frames, and since we only have like 8 frames, I want to change this like score it like 0.8, which means that each frame I only take 0.1 second. Yeah, and just make it loop. This button is for looping. So all set, we go to our sprite 2D, and for this animation here, you can see that there is a key here. So if we click on this key beside the frame, it will get stored to this animation frame. So let's try. I have eight frames, so there will be 8 clicks. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, and to check it, just play this. Perfect, I guess. So yeah, just continue to make this kind of 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, we got everyone here, even though I don't properly include the animation. So I hope you got the point. So there is the all of the animation, and we need to animate. Okay, so we go to the player here, and we need a script to manage the whole animation in our button. So attach a new or existing script to the selected node with this button here, click, and then I guess if you want to use the template, it's okay, but it's only the right and left movement and no animation, so just don't use any template and create. Here just open the sheet, the notepad that I include on the description. So like this, just a brief explanation about the script. So we have the speed. So this is the movement speed. If you want to increase the speed, of course just increase it some like 1,000 something. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna stick it with 80. And then so I just combine the original script, the Godot script, and the tutorial I learned. So from this case, we need to have our animation tree to get the idle and walk. So let's get right into it. Just click on the player here. First of all, just save here, and then right click and add child node and animation tree, create. You can see that the tree root is empty, so proceed on selecting the new animation node state machine. You gonna notice that why there is no animation here. You have to assign this first. So assigning the animation player first, then tada, you have this animation. So yeah, right back into it at Blend Space 2D. Don't forget the name on the script here, idle and walk. We proceed on idle first with the I. Don't forget it's case sensitive. Okay, the big I. And for if you wonder what's happened with this start here, so it's like when we start the game, of course we want to make sure that the idle animation is playing, so we have to connect the nodes here by clicking on the start and dropping it on the idle nodes here. Okay, everything seems to be perfect. Just click on the edit idle here. So the idle nodes here is like the home for our idle animation. Click on the pencil here for create points and click add animation here. If you are selecting on the up, of course we proceed to the idle up, and for the idle left it's idle left, and idle right of course, and then the idle down. And if you notice why this is not really straight, yeah, you can just straight it up. Ting. Okay, ting ting ting. Okay, everything is good now, and our our character is moving, but it's kind of glitchy. It's because the blend here, it's way too smooth. Just click on this dot 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 blend. Okay, seems way better now. Click on the path route here, and we need the second node. It's the walk node. Don't forget to rename the walk. And of course, since it's the home for all of the walk animation, we have to add the animation here. Walk to the up and walk to the left and walk to the right. Where is walk to the right? And walk to the down. Again, with the mouse button, you can easily just fix the shape back to the road path. And here, let's try. Okay, now it's all perfect. So when he walks, he walks. When he idles, he idles. Okay, so if you're wondering why it doesn't change the direction, it's because my animation. So I was being too lazy to do the animation. You can see here the for example, the idle left is facing still down, and then on the walk right maybe still facing down, and that's all. I hope you get the point, and yes, feel free to explore, and if I can help you in anything that I can, please drop a comment or even liking or even sharing and subscribing. Thank you so much.